So I printed out the test piece yesterday and then promptly misplaced it. But I know from my work that the actual piece is very close to good. I do need to give myself a little bit more work on the... I need a little more space over here, or a little less space over here. So I'm going to cut this to 0.005. And I need a hair more space over here. So I'm going to take and decouple this so it's no longer D0 and make this 0.0125. So just add a little bit to either side. So it should be a little... This side's a little bigger. That side's going to be a little smaller. So it should hook onto the left tighter and hold the screen slightly looser. Because it was good, but it was just a little bit tight. Maybe even I'll drop this down, which will matter once I have the full length. So let's go back and finish that sketch. It adjusted itself there. And now we're going to turn off Extrusion 2. So we're going to right-click on this guy. And I'm going to suppress this feature. That's going to give me back the whole thing. Now it's time to start building the sides of this thing. Now, I currently have this extrusion going out 14 inches. I actually should add a little bit of tolerance to this. So it goes a little past the end. So 0.05 times, let's do 0.01 times 2. So that way it's going off both sides. And I'm going to start a sketch on the end of this piece here. And I'm going to close this thing. So I'm going to project geometry. And I'm going to make a rectangle using the 3-point rectangle. I'm going to go click, click, and I'm going to go down this way a bit. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to go this way and shoot it this way. Now, I need to make sure I don't run into myself because that would cause a problem. But I can say this is going to be coincident to this edge here. And that should give me a nice fit. And not to mention this, I want to have this go up the side of the screen about 2.5 inches. And I'm going to have it just go down the same amount. I'm now going to extrude. But not 14 inches. We're going to go 0.1. And we're going to check on make sure everything's selected. So it's not. So I'm going to go Profiles. And I'm going to also select that. So that's going to give me my walls that are going to sort of fit here. Now, that's not great for the laptop. We'll take care of that in a moment once I mirror it, but let's get everything else cleaned up. Let's start a sketch on the inside surface of this. And I'm going to project geometry. And I'm just going to collect this line here, there, and make sure this is collinear with this line here. And same with, I'm going to project that line. And let's zoom up. So now I can draw a rectangle. Now we can extrude this rectangle and this rectangle enough that it doesn't block the front of the screen. So 0.1, 2. If I return to this, that should sort of sandwich that screen in nicely, but not do anything. This is blocking my buttons and stuff, but we'll take care of that in our neck once I've gotten these all settled together. I do want to do is add a, I made an error right here. This is too close. It's getting rid of all my tolerance. So we're going to jump back into this part, and we are going to go to that extrusion. And it's probably the problem is this guy right here. I'll delete that little line, and I'm going to just connect this line all the way up to the top. Now I probably have to refix the, let's go to my extrusion. And now if I go back to return this, there, I've missed that. So I'm going to add a fillet here just to clean up that, strengthen that point there. And I'm going to add a big fillet here. And that's going to help beat this a lot stronger. That's going to add strength at that point. I also want to add a big fillet here. So maybe maybe even 1 inch or 0.75. That way I have a nice big curve holding it together. And I'll just put a small fillet here. Now if I go back here, I also should have a fillet here. And now I can leave all the other fillets till later. So that's the locking plate for this guy. And I should put a fillet right in here. Again, I want a really big fillet here, so maybe 0.5. Point too big. 0.75. That's going to help make this much, much stronger. That's going to add a lot of strength to the model. Now I need the same thing on this guy. We'll start a sketch, jump into this guy. And I've made a terrible error, and we'll fix that in the next video.